Your entire life is structured around one idea. You need a job to access what you need. No job, no income. No income, no access. No access, well, you're going to be biodegraded very soon, right? That's the rule, at least, in this current 21st century. Can you believe it? But the rule only makes sense in a world where human labor is required to produce things. And that, my dear listeners, is changing. Because production is becoming automated, machines producing more, systems are doing more, and fewer people are needed to keep everything running. So now you have a system that says, you need a job, in a world where jobs are becoming less necessary. And that's the kind of structural tension we're going to see. Because access is still tied to income, but income is tied to labor. You see where this is going? And labor is being replaced. So what happens? Well, you get a growing gap between what exists and who can access it. And you see gas prices these days? Yeah. Not because there isn't enough, but because the system still requires you to earn access through work. Groceries, how are you doing on groceries? Even when the work isn't needed anymore. So now the question shifts. It's no longer, how do we create more jobs? Jobs are done for. The only thing we got going for us is our dexterity, picking up this, right? The question is, why is access still dependent on jobs at all? Because if production no longer depends on human labor, then tying access to labor starts to break down. It's obsolete. And once that link breaks, the entire structure has to change. From earning access to providing it, right? So the shift isn't just economic, right? You've got a structural shift going on from jobs to access, and it's already happening. Now we just need more people to start talking about this, because if not, it's going to hit us like a ton of bricks. You're going to have 40% unemployment. It's going to be chaos in the streets. The Great Depression was less than 30% unemployment. What happens when we get 45% unemployment? What happens when every other person is out of a job? They have food, they have mouths to feed, bills to pay. Are we going to just let people be on the street? Summer's almost here. You see the street corners. It's not going to get any better anytime soon until we start talking about these things and shifting away from an ownership society to an access-based society.